Yo, what's up everybody? How's it going? Today we're playing some Dota 1x6, which is of course made by Xeno. And specifically we're playing the Queen of Pain E build because I needed to pick a character and panicked. But Queen of Pain actually had her E reworked recently. If you remember, Queen of Pain used to have an Aghanim Scepter effect that was unique to Dota 1x6. That effect was now made Queen of Pain's legendary for the Scream of Pain. What does it do? It makes it so that while you it's an active buff. So you click a button, you get a buff. And while it's active, you lose a percentage of your maximum HP per second, but also your abilities cool down twice as quickly. So you can just kind of spam your abilities at the cost of health. And that works really nicely with the E, which is all about having a lot of health and then just clicking Scream of Pain a lot. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get right into the game. Okay, we got ourselves Queen of Pain here. I misclicked at the start and accidentally skilled Shadow Strike instead of Blink, so that is slightly unfortunate, but shouldn't be a major issue. I hope this dies to the Shadow Strike, but it should, right? It'll be a little close. Take you guys down, thank you very much. Pick this up. No mana, that's alright. We'll get some extra health. So this is a build that's recently been reworked. And I am not confident that I actually killed. Yeah, come on now. That's a bit annoying. It's not that big of a deal though, because we can obviously just stack this camp and then clear it, and we are effectively getting the same amount of gold. It's just slightly more inconvenient. Yeah, so this is a build that's recently been updated, and I'm kind of curious to see how it'll work out, right? It used to be bad. I honestly don't have high hopes for it, but hey, we'll try, right? We're also going up against some heroes that will definitely be a problem. I mean, the most obvious is, of course, Anti-Mage, who we probably just die to. Like, we'll probably just lose to the Anti-Mage. I don't know. So that's gonna be a concern, but also, you know, Axe is actually kind of scary. Juggernaut, depending on the build, could be a problem. There's just a lot of heroes here that could actually make our life tricky. Well, we'll get some more mana per second, that's always useful. That's definitely handy, we like having extra mana per second, because, you know, we're Queen of Pain. And this build is also just inherently quite mana hungry on top of that. So we'll go ahead and stack and pull this. Thank you very much. Take these guys down. And then we'll just kind of go from there. Somebody in chat just brought up, like, what if Valve were to ever shut down the monetization in the arcade? And I think that's like an interesting question, because a lot of the arcade, in case you don't know, a lot of the Dota 2 arcade is actually run commercially these days. Right? Like, it's not run just by people that are like, hey, let's make a cool custom game. But instead, there are companies, they're like literal game studios behind the games. Right? Something like Dota Auto Chess, obviously, is kind of a prime example, although that's a bit of an inverse, right? That was like turned into a proper game studio after it was so successful. While below 40% health, your incoming damage reduces by 15%, and Scream of Pain cooldown reduces by 50%. This is actually kind of a high value. Like, usually those are below 30%, so below 40% is kind of pretty generous. We'll see how that works out. Oh, hello. Sure, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. A little funky that this dude is just kind of chasing me down. Aww. Alright, I'll take this. Your Q build. Yeah. Anti-Mage is gonna be a problem. But let's say hypothetically, there's no monetization anymore, right? Pretty much all of those big game studios just go away immediately, which would kill a bunch more, like a lot of games, a lot more games than you might even imagine. 1x6 is commercial, it does have a store, right? It does aim to make money. Now, admittedly, I think 1x6 is a bit of a special case, and we'll talk about that separately, right? But anyway, So, but ability arena goes away. Auto chess probably sticks around, but Dota 4+2 goes away. Anything from Arcadia Redux goes away, which is Custom Hero Clash and 12 versus 12 and Overthrow. And yeah, those are just their game modes now. It's just how it is, you know. Oh no. Man, I'm so weak in the early game. Like, everybody I see, I'm just like, yeah, no, I probably can't fight this. I probably should stay away from these. And that's not a good sign. That's never particularly exciting when you just spend the entire early game running away. Pretty much every single one of the Chinese dungeon crawlers goes away immediately. Because they're all made commercially. They all have a store and they're all there with the intent of making money, right? And they receive regular updates, which means somebody is spending resources on them. And that's kind of like the big thing with the Dota 2 arcade. Back in Warcraft 3, you could just make a custom game, and that was it. You just made it, and now it existed, and it's fine for it to just exist like that. It's not a big deal. We'll have a look at that in a moment, but it's the old Aghanims. Right? It just existed, and now you have it, and there you go. You just have this custom game now. But in Dota 2, because of the way Valve handles their patches, that is not the case whatsoever. Right? In Dota 2, when a custom game is made, it will eventually, just on its own, without any other input from anybody else, die. Because it will break, right? It will just break because the way Valve runs the arcade does not allow for things to exist. Can we cast? No? Why was I silenced for that long? What? 2 seconds? Oh, brutal. That felt like more than 2 seconds, but maybe not. It's one of those moments where 2 seconds really adds up. Hello. I don't think I can win against this. Oh, this is what silences me on top of that. Oh. Brutal. Brutal. Okay. The struggle is intense. Alright, slam these. Thank you very much. Get some extra movement speed. Are we printing something? Okay. Alright, I'll take these guys. They're not particularly powerful creeps, so we should be able to handle it, but honestly, I am... That's good. Oh. Oh, no. Whew. Tough game, dude. It's fine. Here's the strategy. We'll grab ourselves a bunch of creeps, a bunch of bounty runes, a radiance, and we just kind of dodge fights forever. Eventually we get a Dagon, break away the anti-mage's mana burn, and then we'll be fine. But right now we are bounty rune hunting, because honestly everything else is just a small little bit too scary. Oh my god, you're here too! I can't go anywhere. There's nowhere on this map that is... Oh, holy shit. Please, have mercy. Okay, I have mana. I'm running. I gotta get out of here, dude. This is... Oh, no! Oh my god. But we made it. We are still alive. We didn't do anything in that farming period, but we are still alive. So this, I'm just gonna take it. Activate this, thank you. Oh no, the creeps are killing us too. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're actually pretty close to our most important thing, which is the Radiance. So, who knows? Maybe we can get there.
Hello, I am Bounty Hunter, and if you don't leave a like on the video, I will steal one of each of your pairs of socks, so you can't go to school anymore! Ha 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 ha!
So anyway, all of those games would go away, because in Dota 2, if you want to have a custom game just continue to exist, that requires resources. It requires somebody to do that. Because otherwise, eventually a patch will release that will just break it. Right? They will just all break eventually, and then they aren't going to be playable anymore, and that's it. And of course, there's going to be some games, there would be some games where that is fine. Where somebody would still just continue to maintain things because they want to. But there would also be a lot of games where, well, they kind of require that commercial aspect, right? For games as a service, which is what the Dota 2 arcade is in a lot of cases.
My monthly does of funny emotes, Baumi Dino.
You do need resources. You need, income. Otherwise, that's just it. Hey, Butterfly, thanks for the 46 months, my friend. I appreciate that. Alright, I'm just gonna keep taking these guys down. We're going up against Anti-Mage, which means we need... Oh, hello. Did I get him? Yes! Get fucked. Oh, man, dude. That feels good. We're gonna need a Bloodstone. That's what I was about to say. Hello. We also need just Spell Lifesteal in general, right? So Bloodstone just makes a lot of sense. Guess we'll get more movement speed. We could get the GPM thing, but yeah. Yeah, there would then be some custom games that continue, like current custom games that continue to exist, that are just kind of driven by, somebody's desire to make that game. That, of course, requires them to have that desire. Eventually that would run out and then they would also stop existing. But hopefully by that point somebody else would make a new game. That's what I mean with like, it reverts to a more primal state. It reverts to how custom games used to be. What an arcade like this used to mean. Oh, nice. Good blink. Sick. Good blink. Yeah, I was running out of mana. I just needed to slam something. Whether that would be good or bad, I don't know. Right? There are certainly aspects of the Dota 2 arcade that suck, that are tied to monetization. Right? But ultimately, I think the Dota 2 arcade has the advantage that the people that are monetizing it actually care about it. And that's good by itself. Like, that is something that I appreciate, Because Valve doesn't really care about it. So let's have a quick little look. By the way, I haven't really explained our stuff just yet. So, we have this. For 8 seconds, your abilities cool down 100% faster and you lose 3% of your maximum health per second. So this is kind of like the big one that we activate, that drains our health, and then we get to spam our abilities, and that's pretty cool. Right, this is also why we need a Bloodstone, so we can actually kind of keep that going. And then we have a bunch of stuff that just kind of benefits from our maximum HP and requires us, or wants us, to be tanky. So, for example, this right here increases by % of our maximum health. This right here gives us armor and status resistance. Yeah, and then we have some epics that we're missing and we're hoping we can get soon. But now that we have our stuff here, honestly, this seems pretty manageable. Good. Each time you cast a spell, for 30% chance you will heal for 6% of your maximum health and deal an equal amount of magical damage to nearby enemies. So that seems kind of cool, I guess. Bit of a burst heal, burst damage. Yeah, we can actually fight against Anti-Mage now, because with Bloodstone we don't have to worry about mana burn. Alright, so that would be good. Is Lincoln's good in this game? Probably, actually, yeah. Ooh, this could be a problem. Alright, can we leave? Good. Oh, we gotta go over here. I don't think I wanna engage with this. I'm just gonna get hit by another Stormhammer. To be honest, I do kind of like the Lincolns, actually. I think you make a good point, because against the Sven, otherwise, we do just die to Stormhammer, right? Okay. Gotta go. Again. It's just my entire experience today, running away from everybody. Well, sometimes that's just how it goes. Whenever you become the target of a spell or item, you cast Scream of Pain and knocks back enemies and slows them by 60% for 2 seconds. So now we have a bit of a defensive tool there. I wonder if we ever want Octarine Core with this. I mean, Octarine Core does give a good amount of health, right? So it wouldn't be too bad just because of that. I always find the question of like, will this and that kill this to be interesting. Because what constitutes death in the digital space? Right? Like, what does it mean for something to die? I don't really know. I feel like there's lots of people that all have their own understanding of it. Ooh, nice. Look at that. Alright, there's anti-mage. I do not have the most important thing, which is Bloodstone. But to be honest, I think we might be okay. Yeah, weirdly we are. We're totally fine. Alright, we've got Lincolns coming in. To the Dota 2 community, death more often than not means it's not as popular as it once was. Which I think, personally, is a very silly definition of it. Lots of things are not as popular as they once were and are doing perfectly fine. Not everything needs to stay at the peak of its popularity forever. Oh my god! Holy shit! Kind of destroying everybody right now. Well, I mean, I'm not complaining about it, but it's a little wild, isn't it? Let's grab this, and let's grab this. And I think I want to get some, yeah, some armor. That's good. And now we have all of our upgrades, right? 50% chance, that's pretty high. Knockback. Only thing we need is the damage increase. Hearts is not as popular as it once was, doesn't mean it's dead. It's like, again, it's like one of those things, like, what constitutes alive, what constitutes dead? I don't know. I find that to be a very weird question. Right? So the Melee community, Super Smash Bros. Melee community, is a community that has gone through this question in a much more, like, difficult way, I find, than Dota ever had to. Okay, we just kill you, right? The anti-mage thinks he can kill me because, like, he's anti-mage, and that makes sense, but, like, no, I just completely destroy him at this stage. The dude is just feeding me now. So, that's cool, I guess. Probably should stay away from me, to be honest, because, like, my Scream of Pain does a lot of damage. Or not. So in the Melee community, there was a period of time where where the game was very literally about to die. Like, because what ended up happening is that the new game in the series got released. And generally speaking, in fighting games, when a new game in a series gets released, then that's just it, right? The old one is left behind. And that's kind of what was happening with Melee. Super Smash Bros. Brawl got released, and then people were just kind of ready to leave Melee behind. Just kind of said, oh, okay, I guess we're done with this one now. But ultimately, that is not how it ended up working out. I should get Aghanims, right? It lets me cast even more Scream of Pain. Because the community didn't want to let it go. There were a lot of people left that wanted to continue playing Melee over Brawl. However, there was a period of time where the game had very few players. There were like no tournaments. And it even got to a stage where the community basically said, let's do one last tournament. That tournament was called Revival of Melee. And it was intended to be literally kind of like a goodbye to the game that they had loved. Right? There was no intention after that point to really continue playing it in any sort of official capacity, as in any sort of tournament capacity. People were just ready to let it go. And then they got lucky, because it turned out that Revival of Melee was a huge success, and then they just kind of kept hosting tournaments. Right? But even at that point in time, was the game, like even before that, was the game alive or dead? I mean, there were only very few players left, but is that enough? How many players does it need? The Melee community also like has one of its most prominent players, Mango, right? One of its most popular pro players, one of its most important community members, Mango, has at multiple points said that at the end of time, once all of this esports stuff is over, he and Sane, another player, are gonna be sitting behind a 7-Eleven playing Melee on a CRT they dug out of the garbage. And until somebody comes and takes that CRT away from them personally, Melee isn't gonna be dead, because they're still gonna be playing it. And yeah, as far as I'm concerned, they are right. Because if the game still exists, if the game still has players, it's not dead. Honestly, we are making the Sven's life so goddamn hard with this pushback. This build is surprisingly strong. I am very impressed. Plus 2 Shadow Strike procs. Yeah, I think we'll get Shadow Strike stuff. That makes a lot of sense to me. Alright. Good, good, good. We've got a heart now. I'm just kind of maximizing my HP because, you know, I think that makes sense. Our damage scales with HP after all, so don't see a reason not to. Hello. I don't think I can do anything to you, to be honest. That's not mine. Was Alex coming along? Oh, it's just... So one of the problems we're having with it, right? One of the issues that kind of exists is that we've been stuck with the Switch port. I don't know any of the details. I cannot tell you exactly what the issue is. But the porting team has just been unable to make proper progress for months. Which means we've just been unable to do anything with the game. We've just been sitting on it. And it's really frustrating. We're gonna have a talk with the publisher later today about that. Like, don't worry, it's not... We're still on good terms with the publisher. We're just kind of trying to figure out a solution. You know what I mean? Because we all agree that the way things are working right now is not... Like, that doesn't function. So I'm gonna get myself the Aghanim Scepter. Because with Aghanim Scepter, I can get this, right? To cast Scream of Pain. Oh, hello. Okay. I need to get some distance so I don't get hit by the infinitely growing battling. Ah, man. Wait, no, it did run out. Wait, are we just fine? We are. Holy shit. I am absolutely blown away by this. I thought this build was just gonna be hot garbage. And turns out it's just hot. It's just fucking sick. Like, god damn. Ooh, come on. Oh, alright. Wasn't quite enough. I wanted that. But, yeah, I don't know. We were kind of low going into it, you know. Not the best starting position. To me, personally, as long as a player base has any... as long as a game has any sort of active player base, I personally wouldn't ever consider it dead. Because to me, games are there to be played. They're not there to, like, have the craziest Steam statistics. They're not there to be the most impressive, you know, active player counts or have the biggest financial return for investors. I mean, they're kind of there for that. But ultimately, to me personally, I feel like games are there to be played. Alright. I think that's a dead anti-mage. And as long as somebody is still playing a game, I think it's still, it's fine. It's alive. Might not be healthy, might not be as popular as it's ever been. But, you know something I find really interesting, really fun? Really dumb as well. I dive into Dota history a lot, right? Just because of the stories of Dota stuff that I'm working on. And as I do that, every time, no matter where I look, every era, somebody's saying, oh, Dota's dying. They've been saying that for 15 years. Right, and it's just kind of like, what does that even mean? Alright. Not enough, not enough. But the Sven can't kill me at all. Like, it's really not even close. Just absolutely wild. Absolutely crazy. Alright, what if you keep your buyback after your tower gets destroyed? Do you live? No, you lose. If your tower is destroyed, you lose the video game. So I think I do want Octarine, right? Well, how do you guys feel about it? But I mean, we are still strongly centered around casting spells. There's just no way around that. We're all about casting. We're falling off against creeps, aren't we? That's not good. Alright, let's get ourselves the shard. Consumable agonyms. And then this. If at least one enemy has Shadow Strike effect, you regenerate 1.2% health per second and your movement speed increases. It's pretty cool, we can get a whole bunch of healing. I mean, I have a bunch of the Shadow Strike stuff, which is nice because, like, it's just synergistic, right? Oh, Juggernaut knocked somebody out. Okay, hello, troll. Oh, I got it. I'm surprised he didn't finish it. You should have finished that kill. No, that's fine. And that should be it, right? Sick. Shadow Strike cast increases your spell damage and spell lifesteal by 5%. Yeah. Sick. Alright, it's coming here. And start doing this, right? Mana pool's a little low, but we do have a Bloodstone, so it should be fine. Should be sensible enough. Okay. Dude, the Lincoln's just completely ruins the Sven. Yeah, there it is, but it's too late now, right? You do just die anyway. God damn! I am so impressed by this build. I went into this thinking we're just gonna lose. That was 100% my expectation. I mean, what did you guys expect? Right? Like, I don't think I'm the only one that was just like, it'll be okay. But it's absolutely destroying everything. Just kind of crazy how it's crushing people. And against heroes that I thought were gonna be hard too, right? Like Sven? Anti-mage? Those are not easy targets. Alright, here's my Octarine Core. Yeah, the Aghanims is certainly the most important thing for taking down the creeps. We are definitely weak against creeps, that's undeniable. Yeah, well, it's just how it is. I think at this stage we can probably get rid of the Lincolns, right? We got it for the Sven and the Anti-Mage, they're both dead. So, there isn't much reason to keep it. And I would rather get probably an E-Blade. Probably an E-Blade. Who do we kill? Juggernaut, right? Well, we'll see if we can. We'll see if it's possible. Okay. Alright, one moment. Okay. Does this not have a cooldown? God damn. Oh man. That's a problem. Okay, I don't have a Dispel. Oh no. Ow! Oh, you have this. Your attacks have a 20% chance to reduce Omni Slash and Swift Slash cooldown. That's why. And you have this. Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong one. Okay, so never mind. That's not as crazy, but still. Wow, that's tough. Oh, okay, he's dead. But the troll now gets the final duel boost, right? I mean, I'm assuming the troll is there. Doesn't look like it, though. I can't make it there in time. I should have run for it. It's still too late. Defeated by creeps. I hope it's actually creeps. Okay, against troll, probably just Heaven's Halberd, right? It's a fast game. Timeless Relic is good. Is Leveler better? 5 armor. Ascetics Cap is kind of mediocre. Mindbreaker is kind of useless. I don't think we want Lincoln's, right? Like Lincoln's goes. Gotta be Timeless Relic. But I don't know what to buy. Crimson Guard? Crimson Guard would be good. It's probably the safest option. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's an E build. Just a manageable build, to be honest. But it does do a lot of damage. So we'll see. I mean, maybe we win, maybe we don't. I still feel pretty good about the outcome of this game. I feel pretty good about how it played out, you know? Alright, we'll slam this right away. Crimson Guard is active. And we got him, right? Nice. Hey, look at that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like it. That's fine. That doesn't do anything. Alright. Bit of a wasted ultimate. Look at that. What a build. What a build. We certainly stood no chance against Juggernaut, so I'm very happy the troll killed him for us. But we did get the troll, so that's nice. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. I would definitely appreciate that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.